Hey there, we are here on This is the Bronx TV, and look where we are. We're upstate in Southfields, New York. We're at the MMCC, the Mosholu Day Camp. I'm here with Director of Youth Services, Mike Halpern. Mike is really the camp guy. How many years have you been involved in the Mosholu Day Camp?
I think this is 29, so we're nearly at 30 years.
30 years, and this was the most unusual year of all. It was really a challenge to get them here and make sure everybody is safe, and healthy and safe.
So one of the hardest things was the wait. As the CDC came out with their guidelines and we started to look at the guidelines and say, oh, we can do that, we can make that work, we can figure this out, we still had to wait. And it wasn't until June 2nd that Governor Cuomo said, yes, day camps can open. And then we had to wait for New York State guidelines to come out, which, of course, we were all able to adapt and make happen. But the waiting and the as each guideline came out, trying to make each thing fit into our camp world, it was one of the most difficult summers of all time.
But you did it, and the kids are here. You could see these youngsters are, running these go-karts. There are kids doing arts and crafts. We saw kids playing basketball. And let's talk about some of the features. I thought you could see the kids there are doing arts and crafts. I thought this bin over here, we can walk over here. I thought this was one of the most interesting aspects of what you've had to do. So let's not get in the kids' way, and we don't want to get too close, but tell me what this is.
So one of the first things that we decided to put together was this clean and dirty bin. We never want two pieces of equipment to be used at, back to back. So a group is going to come over here. They're going to take their items that they're going to use for this particular period out of the clean side. When they're done, they put it back into the dirty side about halfway through the next period. Watch out, guys. Right.
And I notice how the youngsters know to stay away from everybody.
Guys, come over here, and they're going to wash everything down with our cleaning fluids. Wash everything down, and then once it's clean and wiped off and dried, it gets moved over from the dirty side to the clean side, and then it's available for use. Nothing in this camp is used back to back, including programming. So if we have an art class this period, you won't have an art class next period, so she has time to clean stuff in between. Soccer would be this period, it won't be next period. Everything has a period off to clean in between.
The other thing that I thought was really fascinating was really the foundation of it with when they get on the bus, the kids and the parents are all with their temperature, and then you also arrange the groups so that they don't commingle and potentially have somebody who's infected. Tell me about how the groups work.
So for the most part, we try as much as we possibly can to keep groups from the same buses. The kids get on, so they're from the same neighborhoods. They get on. As they get on the bus, we take their temperature. We give them a little hand sanitizer. We do a quick interview. What'd you do last night? Is everybody feeling good in your house? That kind of thing. On a Monday, did you guys go away over the weekend? Where did you go? So, we're trying to get as much information as we can. Communication is really the most important thing. I tell the parents, please be honest with us because it affects everybody.
It affects everybody. And so you really make sure that all the kids are safe before they get on, and then they stay within their own group.
Right. We're not even really calling them groups this year. We call them pods. They're very small groups of 8 and 1 counselor. In the past, I had 16, 20 kids and a group of counselors. It's 8 kids, 1 counselor in a pod. They don't intermix, so you won't see 2 different groups doing the same thing. It's 1 group, 1 activity.
I got to tell you, I don't know if you get a shot of this. This thing looks like a heck of a lot of fun. I'm ready to abandon the microphone. I'm looking over here where these youngsters are on these little, what are they?
Summer sleigh rides.
Summer sleigh rides. There they go. All right. Now, and you keep them separate. There are circles on the ground here when you have camp meetings and stuff.
When we do our morning powwow, we don't let the groups come out of their areas, and this way they don't mix. They're far more than 10 feet apart, and we make sure that everybody is spread. There's really no large group activities other than coming off the bus and gathering.
These girls are waiting for me. All right, now we want to keep everybody separate. We don't want you to be too close, right? Okay, come over here. You have been dying to talk to me. She just wants to talk to me. What is your name?
Yesenia.
Yesenia, and how old are you?
10.
And are you enjoying camp?
Yes, very much.
Why do you enjoy it?
Because this is the Bronx, and I honestly love making new friends.
Making new friends and activities. And there's a little concern. I mean, I'm wearing a mask. The staff is all wearing masks. Little concern about safety, or you have it in your head that you're going to do things to keep you safe?
Yeah.
And what kinds of things do you do?
Like, I separate a little bit from people. Like, if I want to give people a high five, I just air a high five.
So we could do that, right? You and me. All right, this is how we do it in the Bronx or up in Southfields, New York. All right, now we have all my friends over here, and we're not going to get close. I'm going to stand here, okay? And everybody, who's having a good time in camp? Wee. Okay, and who's feeling safe in camp? All right? You're a counselor here? What's your name?
It's Gabby.
And Gabby, how's it going? Is it difficult? Has it been fun? Tell me about it.
I thought it was gonna be difficult at first, but everybody's having fun here and still doing social distance.
And what I'm really happy about is everybody's wearing their "This is the Bronx" button. That I like. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it a little different than I said. Okay, we're gonna go to each person, and you're gonna tell me why do we do this? Because this is
The Bronx.
this is
The Bronx.
this is.
The Bronx.
It's getting redundant, but it's true. This is.
The Bronx.
This is.
The Bronx.
This is.
The Bronx!
We do socially distanced camp, and where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's great young Bronx people, where there's smart staff, and we got kids doing all these great activities. This is the Bronx, 45 minutes away. Mosholu Montefiore Community Center has been doing it since I was a kid in this camp. Do you know that? Yeah, a long time ago. We'll talk about that after we go. Anyway, this is the Bronx. This is what we're doing, and we'll see you. Bye.